Hey everyone, I am so excited that I get to share a little bit about myself with y'all today. My name's Elizabeth Flores, and I joined It Works a little over a year now. Um, and let me see. I had Kristen on my Facebook, as a friend on Facebook. I didn't know her that well, but I had met her at a women's retreat, and I thought she was such an amazing person. So, over time, I started seeing her post all these random pictures of like body parts, but they were before and afters, and I thought that they were really amazing results. And, so I kind of kept an eye on those posts. And the more time went on, I started seeing her post things about being debt free and how she was working towards being debt free and paying off credit cards. And when I found out that she was a double diamond and I saw the monthly earnings chart, I was like, oh my goodness, she's making more money than my husband. And for those of you that don't know, my husband is a doctor, and he just started his residency. Well, he's on his second year of residency out of 5 years. There we go, five. And so, just to kind of tell you guys, like, a lot of people think like, oh, her husband's a doctor, they must make really great money. Well, starting pay is not. It's very difficult, actually. It's difficult to budget with this income that we have. Um, so we actually were not able to cover all of our bills. Um, so my mother-in-law and father-in-law, were very generous and have been so supportive of us throughout our journey. And so all during medical school, which is 4 years, they paid for our car insurance and our phone bills to help us out. During medical school, you don't get paid. And there's no way you can get a job because it's full time. You're studying all day long, and trust me, it was all day long studying. And if you're not studying, then you're doing clinical rotations in the hospital, and you have crazy hours. So, um, so you have to take out an enormous amount of student loans to cover your rent, to pay for your groceries, to cover your bills while you're living in your house, and also to cover your school loans, which is a large amount, probably 17 to 25,000 a year or something like that. So we didn't have to take out the full amount because my husband got into a great medical program, but he still had to take out enough to cover his actual school. So um, I knew that we needed extra income. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I was a stay-at-home mom, and money was already tight. Like I said, we couldn't even cover our own bills. So I actually joined 31, and I was a consultant with them for probably about a year. But then, I started talking with Kristen, and I asked her a million questions, and she was awesome at answering everything, by the way. And I was one of those annoying people that spoke with her for like a good 3 months off and on. And she would check in with me, and my husband and I were just really praying about it because we didn't want to just join another network marketing thing. And so when I finally said yes and I joined, I knew that this was something that, um, God had put in our hearts and in our lives for a reason. So I went ahead and did it, but I was still juggling 31. So my focus was not on one thing, and it's now I know that it hurt me because I was prejudging people. I was like, okay, that person probably won't want anything fitness related, so I'll try to sell a bag to her. And you know what? That person really loves exercising and all this, so I'm going to approach them with It Works. And, and as you guys know, it doesn't always work that way. So it was really difficult, actually. And it took me like, I don't even know, September, October, 4 to 5 months before I signed my first distributor. And and just like many of you have experienced, you have distributors that either don't work their business or it's just not for them, and they quit or have a hard time themselves getting distributors, and so your team doesn't grow as fast as you want it to grow. And so that was me. um, and I was watching people around me promote that joined after me, and they were already diamond, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even executive. So I made it up to Ruby, and then I kind of lost that, and I'm being paid distributor right now. Sometimes if I'm lucky I get executive. And so it's really been a struggle for me in not comparing myself to other people's journeys. But something that I wanted to share with you is I have realized that if I promote to double diamond, I can pay off my husband's school loans from medical school in 2 years. Um, that gives me 1.5 years to get to double diamond, a total of 3.5 years since I've already been in for a year to promote to double diamond, right? So some people make it there way faster than 3.5 years, but if I can do it in a total of 3.5 years, um, we will have all our school loans paid off by the time he's done with residency. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, he did 4 years of undergrad plus 4 years of medical school, which is 8 years of school with no pay, just to learn and be a doctor, get to where he wanted to be. So after that, it's 5 years of residency. He's getting paid, but a low salary. And then he still has to do one more year after that to specialize. So that's a total of 14 years to get to where he wants to be and to make the big bucks. And they will be the big bucks. But, what a lot of people don't realize is it's taken 14 years to get there. So something that Kristen told me that has stayed with me ever since she said it was, you have supported your husband 100% in his career decision, and look at the amount of time it's taking him to get there, and um, you know, I also remember Mike Potillo's saying in his Jump the Funk series, which is really great, you should listen to it if you get a chance. He had said that this is the only industry that you can still earn while you learn. And so he, really encouraged you to get educated in the whole network marketing business, to become a professional first. So, I have just seen personally how true that is because of all the amount of time it's taken my husband to get educated to do something he really wants to do in the long run, be a doctor, and, well, he is a doctor, but, to make the big bucks. And so, I guess I'm just saying that, like, if it takes me only 3.5 years to accomplish a huge goal of mine, which is being debt free by the time we're done with residency, like, I'm gonna work hard and do that, even if it takes me 3.5 years to get to double diamond. I'm gonna stop comparing myself and just focus on my own journey. And if what you guys don't realize is sometimes these doctors are not paying off all their school loans until they're in their 50s. So that's something that we don't want to do. We it it's a desire of ours to be able to give back and to give to friends of ours who are in the mission field, to support them financially, to give back to different medical associations that have helped us in our journeys through all our years of school. And, we can't do that without money, and we don't want this huge amount of debt just hanging over us and holding us back from doing what we really want to do. So, something I just wanted to leave with you guys is if it takes you 14 years to get to where you want to be, are you guys willing to do it?